I can't be your savior. Please don't be.
Welcome back to the Vibe Check from MVP Vibe. Make sure you download the app. It's available on your phone to download right now. Always check out your favorite artist every week here on the Vibe Check. My name is Shadia. I get to interview your favorite MVP Vibe artists. Now, MVP Vibe stands for musicians, vocalists, and poets. So I'm really excited to have a poet this week. Sacred Fantasy, welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm amazing. I'm good.
You are amazing because you look amazing. You look incredible. Yes.
I am a reflection of you. We look amazing.
Then I am a reflection of you. I love this. I'm really excited to get to know you. I've been following your Instagram, checking you out, and seeing what you're up to, and seeing that you've been writing, been busy writing 2 books.
Yes, 2 books.
Oh my God.
I'm working on my 3rd book now.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, so did the 2 books come out this year?
So one came out in 2019.
Okay.
Very few of the poems I wrote maybe in high school, but most of them I wrote between 2017 to 2019. And everything I didn't want to write about, I released it like 2.5 weeks ago. So she is still new and ready to be adopted.
And this is the book right here.
Yes.
Yeah, check it out. Yes.
Check her out.
Yeah, all of the things I didn't want to write about.
Yes.
So what is this book about?
So from Blessings in Disguise, I was transitioning to writing my 2nd book. Now with writing my 2nd book, I kept writing things that I didn't want to put in my 2nd book, which was positive affirmations, self-reflection, and just helping people to, see the beauty in life. It just was more so traumas. And I'm like, in order to transition to my self-help book, even though they're all self-help books or just positive affirmations, I had to purge. So everything I didn't want to write about is the things I didn't want to put in my book of affirmations.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then here they are right now.
Yes, it's weird having 2 books. Once I release a 3rd one, it's just, I'm excited.
Yeah, this is really exciting.
Yes.
Make sure you guys are following Sacred Fantasy on MVP Vibe because she has a lot more books, and I want to get to know, like, what is some of your favorite affirmations?
You are beautiful, you are wise, you are kind, you are dope. I love myself, I am myself, as within is without. So if I am within, I'm never without. My power lies within me. No one dictates who I am who I say I am, and I am a reflection of everyone I meet. So if I do not like the people I meet, I need to change myself. Affirmation. Poem.
Love. Oh my God, that's so awesome.
Yes.
Do you wake up and you immediately start affirmations?
Yes.
I do too.
Yes, you should. I give myself a hug. I'm like, I love you.
Same.
Hi, Sacred. Hi, Fantasy. I love you, baby.
I love that you do that. Yes. As soon as I wake up to, I'm like, I'm just so thankful.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. So, what made you who you are today and become so loving of yourself? Something that I think is helpful in these books because people do struggle with that.
So when I was younger, people used to call me fat and ugly. I'm like, my waist is snatched. I'm like, I'm just fine. Look at me. Humbly speaking, I know who I am now, and I dictate who I am. I'm beautiful because I'm beautiful on the inside, so emotes on the outside. So me being called these names when I was younger, like fat and ugly, it helped me to love myself at like the age of 18. Because once I decided who I was and my beauty, it opened up and blossomed and bloomed. Plus my mother, she's always supported me. She's a pillar of light. Her mother, which is my grandmother, of course, they're just so divine creatures of love. So I exude love. Everything that I went through in the book helped me to become who I am. And my brother, he wrote a poem when I was maybe 11. And I was journaling. The moment I grabbed the pen, I couldn't put it down. So I was journaling, writing short stories. But once I read his poem, I was propelled to write. And I never stopped writing poetry since.
Yeah.
I live, drink, eat. I am poetry.
Yeah.
Poetry is me. Yeah.
So I'm sure you have tons of poetry books, tons of poems we haven't heard.
Yeah.
But do you journal for yourself?
I don't. Let me not say that. I journal in my mind.
Okay.
So I freestyle more than I write now. Normally, I like to have a muse when I write.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a different experience.
Okay.
So when I write now, it's just like really short poems because my pen, it's not really pushing. Pushing the pen means it's just going and you're writing line after line. But when I freestyle, it just comes from a deeper place than myself. I surrender myself to poetry. I let poetry dictate what it wants to say through me.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
Thank you.
And what's that process like when you are getting ready to start writing?
Ooh, I don't have a process.
You don't. It just comes.
I am poetry.
So you say that it's like it comes, I guess, more natural when you have a muse.
Mm-hmm.
What is that to you?
So to me, okay, so most of the poems I wrote to like exes,
Mm-hmm.
and like I can have a muse. This bottle of water can be my muse. I like the top of you to the bottom of you. It's true north, but sometimes it's false south. I mean, I just want to open you up and drink the rest of you out. I am poetry, and that's what poetry is about. I do this because I love it, and it's never for clout. So my muse can be anything that I choose.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So do you feel like because, and this was with all creation, right?
Yes.
Sometimes people want to write
Mm-hmm.
when they're at their happiest or when they're,
Yes.
feeling a sad feeling.
Yes.
When the feelings aren't there.
Yes.
Do you feel that?
Oh yeah, I write when when I channel my emotions, I move to write.
Mm-hmm.
Love propels me the most to write. I love writing about love, which is I feel like it's a cliche.
No way.
I love
Never.
love.
Never. Never cliche to write about love.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna play Connect 4. Have you played before?
Yes.
Ready. We're gonna play Connect 4. We always do on the vibe check. These are my pieces. These are your pieces. And thank you to True North for having us here. We do our interviews here. They're in San Antonio. Check them out. They're a hype store here. These are their beautiful shoes. And we will be aligning our Connect 4s here. So I'll let you go first.
What is your dream project when it comes to writing poetry? Ooh. I don't necessarily say I have a dream project, but if I had to manifest a dream for the purpose of this question, I started a project. It's called Poet Tree because I plant seeds of poetry to let them bloom.
How sweet.
Yes, and it is based on all the chakras of the body. So the frequencies that help to align them, the colors that help to aid them into being more bountiful. And I'm writing poetry to each of them. And then when I record, the sounds in the background will be the frequencies needed to heal each chakra of the body. So
wow, that's incredible.
Tree. Where are we going?
Poetry. Does public speaking come natural for you?
It does now, only because I have forced myself in a position to be a public speaker, because public speaking used to scare me, and if I feel like something causes me anxiety or fear, I tackle it. So now it does come natural. And if I feel like I have a moment of like anxiety, I just transmute the anxiety into passion and love and continue on.
Sounds great.
Where are we going? What do we have here? Do you ever write music, screenplays, or short stories? I do write music. I just released an album called Chosen.
Okay.
So I wrote, I want to say 6 songs on the tracks, on the album. Screenplays, not yet, but I will get into that. In short stories, yes, I actually do have a story that I'm writing on Wattpad, and once it's done, I'm going to share it with the world.
Yes, can't wait. You have a lot of projects you work on. Do you remember the first poem you ever wrote?
Ooh.
And can you describe how it made you feel?
So it's called Among.
Among?
I don't remember it like verbatim, but it was like among, everything, something among. It made me feel like poetry was my lifeline. Like if I stopped writing, I would not feel as fulfilled. It made me love my brother in a sense of compassion that he propelled me to. He started my purpose. So I always appreciate him for that.
Yeah.
He solidified me.
Does he still write?
You're dope. No, and I would love for you to start writing. So we can publish another book together.
Yeah.
Let's see what we have. Poetry seems so personal. So do you ever keep poems to yourself? No.
No.
I feel like, I know my poetry is to heal the world and to help people understand me, which is further help them understand themselves. Plus, I like to share. Poetry is a gift. And if I was put on this earth to write, so to keep my gift personal would be blasphemous in my opinion.
I'm so glad that you shared with us. We appreciate it. Who is a poet that you feel everyone should know? Other than yourself.
Sacred Fantasy. Ooh, Artie Fox.
Artie Fox.
Artie, I love you. So Artie is a battle rapper, and a poet. Everyone should know Artie because he's a pillar. He introduced me to the Clubhouse community.
Okay.
And through introducing me to the Clubhouse community, I've now expanded my network to different countries, continents, states, and he's just so genuine and giving. So Artie Fox. Everyone should know Artie Fox. ARTIEFOX.
Okay.
Yes, my turn?
Yeah.
Yes, my turn. Of course it is. Ooh. Where would be your dream live poetry performance? France.
Yes.
France. I will perform in France.
Yeah.
It's always been my dream. France, here I come.
Why
Fantasy
France?
on the way. Well, I'm studying French now.
Nice.
When I was younger, I used to watch Madeline, and I'm like, I don't want to walk in a line reciting poetry. Like, I'm taking fantasy next
Tu parles un peu?
Okay.
Who is someone that inspired you but does not know it? And I mean, we're inspired by many people, but someone that just doesn't know that you inspired.
Okay. Since Green Tea Pang and Queen Bree, they both inspired me because they're phenomenal performers. Green Tea Pang, her voice is like rustic and she's raw and she just gives this organic performance. It's like she's pulling from herself or from her energy. Queen Bree, because she always teaches me to reach beyond the stars. And I'm like, I am the star.
Yes.
I'm gonna reach beyond that. Ew. What book of poem impacted your life? My own.
Yeah.
Because once I read my books, I got to understand myself and the situations that I had gone through. And I added, when this was through the manuscript stage, I added notes notes to readers to let them know that it's okay to go through things, but we have to grow through it. Whenever I feel like I'm getting derailed, I read my books again and put myself back on the path of healing and divine light. Yes.
I think that's so beautiful. If you could perform anywhere in the world, where would it be?
Ghana. I want to perform in Ghana and eat mangoes from their trees.
Yes. I love it so much.
Yes.
Well, let's see.
I
know.
Oh, yeah. It's getting real competitive.
It is.
Real competitive here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm like, let's play. It's gonna be a tie. Where do you enjoy writing most, and what's the ideal setup? My spa, Divinity Massage and Oasis Spa. I own a spa. I write in my waiting area. I turn on the LED lights and I have them just strobe. I'll play relaxing music, incense, sit on the couch, and I write just endlessly, and I love it.
When you write endlessly, how long do you write for?
I can write for hours.
Really?
Hours.
That's beautiful.
Just hours. It's just, if I could just sit there and drain an entire pen, I would.
Love it. All right. When writing a piece, do you title it first or after you write it?
I title it after. I title my poems random names. Like, I have cotton candy. I titled one like pickled cilantro. It's just random names, whatever comes to mind. Like, I titled them after, just because I feel like I don't want to write based on the title.
Yeah.
And I just want to grab from things like just randomly. Just to make for good conversation.
Okay.
Who are you primarily writing for? Myself. I write for me, and I write my notes for my audience. Because my writing is personal, but I like to share it with the world. Because what is an author or an artist if not shared?
I love everything you're saying. Like, it's so beautiful. I can't wait to read your books, because I am a big fan of affirmations, and you have such great energy that I feel like, like your affirmation sounds so beautiful.
Thank you.
And I think that a lot of people need healing in this world, and I think it's beautiful that you are sharing yourself for that. It's incredible.
Thank you.
Okay, what are you currently reading and listening to?
Ooh, I'm currently reading a book. It's called Sacred Contracts. Sacred Contracts is telling a story of how we decide the life that we want to live before we are sent to earth.
Okay.
Our soul is aligning, it's basically realigning you to your soul's purpose. Life is a contract. So it shows people how to accept everything that happens and not take things personal. And right now I'm listening to anything and everything. I'll go on Spotify, click a song, and just allow it to play so I can defy genres that are like genre blockages in my mind. Yeah, because I don't want to restrict myself. And I'm listening to the rhythm of the songs and singing along, learning how to sing. So everything.
Sounds great.
We have here. What do you do in your free time when you're not writing? I go to parks. I take myself on dates. I'm a licensed esthetician, nail tech, and massage therapist, so I do my nails. I explore. I travel. Just get in the car and drive endlessly wherever, and I dance. I love animals. I'll hug an animal or anything, everything. It's just life is beautiful.
Life is beautiful. And last one, I don't think any of us would.
I said it's really a tie.
Did we? We didn't.
It's a tie.
This is the last question. What do you say to young writers that would like to share their voices?
Ooh, share unapologetically. Never allow somebody's criticism to stop you. Be authentically yourself. Don't channel others. You can study people if you want to, but do not study people to write like them. Study people in order to defy what they do. People ask me who's my inspiration. Everything's my inspiration, but I don't try to be like anyone else but myself. Because in my authenticity, I will develop and find who I am. So be free. Be loving. Be kind to yourself. And never, ever stop writing.
That is so incredible. I love it so much.
Yes.
It's been great having you on now.
Yes.
Not only do you have your 2 books, you have a 3rd one on the way. Do you know what it's called?
No.
Not yet.
So everything I didn't want to write about, I titled it almost immediately because I kept writing poems that I didn't want to write about. But Blessings in Disguise, I titled it probably 2 days before I sent it to copyright.
Yeah.
So my next book, I'm just writing and putting them into place, and once it calls to me what the name will be, I will name it.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'll add an extra question for you, just because I really do love your energy, and I think everyone watching would want to know. Everyone's on their own timeline of learning in their life, and your books would be so helpful for people to read and love themselves. How does someone flow like the river, trust that everything is good for them?
You flow like the river by listening to your inner voice, not allowing other people to dictate who you are, by being authentic within yourself, by defying others' dreams of who they want you to be, but be who you are to be. Free like butterfly wings. Be free like Cypher's rings. bring love and light, and you are love and light. So be yourself authentically. And never apologize to anybody for being who you are, because you are charming, you are wise, and you are beautiful. And no one will ever be you. You are perfect. And the reason why you're perfect, because people don't understand what perfection is, because it's only when you, even your twin, could not be the perfect image of you. So if there's only one, there's nothing to compare you to. So you are perfect, and I love you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for being yourself.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, Sacred Fantasy. Make sure you are following her on the MVP Vibe app as an MVP Vibe artist. Download the app and check out the Vibe Check. Thank y'all for watching.
Thank
you. I can't be your savior. Please don't be afraid, yeah. Okay, yeah.